Alright, so I'm gonna make a short video on how to replace a fuel filter on a Toyota D4D diesel engine, alright, because the workshop manual doesn't say how to do it and I had some trouble finding out. So here's a quick manual on how to do it. So our fuel filter is over here. It's right down there. It's black so you can't see it, but it's over there. So the way to remove it is first you need to get this thing out, get all 4 clippers out and remove the air filter housing. And then you have here the air filter, so it's a good opportunity to also replace that. And then you'll have the other half of the air filter housing, so you'll have 3 bolts and another hose that goes here. So just remove all of that. And first of all, you need to remove that band and then get this tube out. Then you can remove this part, remove the air filter, remove the other part of the air filter housing, and then you have access to the fuel filter. The fuel filter has 2 pipes that going in and with 2 clips, one over here and one over there. All right, and 2 nuts that hold, 2 bolts that hold the mount. All right, so it's one over here, this one, and one over there, this one. Also you got 2 Deutsch connectors here, so you will have to remove those 2 also. After you moved all of these, you can get the fuel filter out, get it on a vise and unscrew the fuel filter itself. On the bottom it will have the sensor. All right, so you have to also remove that one and put it on the new filter. Once you got the sensor on the new filter, you need to fill the filter. All right, you need to fill the fuel filter with fresh diesel, and then you connect that part, which I'm not sure how it's called, but it's basically what connects the fuel filter to the car. And then you connect everything back, connect the tubes, connect the air filter, and then once you got all of that connected and brought back to the state that we see at the moment, you need to push that priming pump over here. All right, you push it a few times until you feel that the system is pressurized, and only then you can start the engine, because if you don't, you might have some air running into your fuel system, and because it's diesel, it's very sensitive and the engine won't start. All right, even if you did everything and you put an empty fuel filter and you got air inside your system, because it's a common rail system. All right, so you got an air bleeder, so it's not that bad. Hopefully it didn't prep the engine too much without ignition, so you won't roast the starter. But yeah, basically after you press the priming pump, you'll need to, it will bleed automatically all the air out of the system, and once the system is pressurized, you can restart the engine. And that's basically it. No need for bleeding, because bleeding is automatic. You don't need to remove that, you don't need to open those bolts here. There's no point in it, it won't do anything. All right, and yeah, that's basically it.